All right, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I decided that I wanted to get something to eat, so I made myself something real quick. So yeah, welcome to some Stormworks on this probably now Monday morning for most people. Maybe still Sunday night for some others. So, hope everybody's having a good time. Hoping everybody's a good day. I accidentally stayed up too late. I didn't get to sleep till like 5 p.m. my time, when I normally try to get to bed around 12. So I didn't get up till like a lot later. So I was like, and even then I still didn't get like my full hour of sleep, so I was like a little dragging. So I was just chilling and chatting with people on 454 server. So I'm on here now, getting a little food down. And I know I wanted to do some work on a new fishing boat today. I am going to hold off on that. And I want to work on blue and get some things done that kind of reared their head during the last career stream. That I've been meaning to fix, and I'm now going to fucking fix. Some of it, at least. And if you're not familiar with some of my creations, blue is the big blue boat. It's a long, very long cutter boat. It's very fast. Has quite a number of features, and it's really my first creation that I cut my teeth on with Stormworks. So a lot of the techniques and stuff I learned how to use, I learned with this boat. Now, some of those techniques are pretty much wrong, but I don't care, really, at this point. But I like when I use it, I need certain things fixed. So, that's what I'm going to be working on today, is getting these things fixed. I know one of the big things I want to do is I want to work on the little mini boats. They are a source of my love and an annoyance. But with the experience I've had since they were originally built, I should be able to prove them, especially with some of the newer parts nowadays. Because we recently just had that buoyancy piece update. We got those shaped buoyancy pieces. So they should work real well on those little mini boats. Almost done. But we're going to work on those. I need to get the crane system fleshed out. I know I need to change the speeds of some of the winches, because some of them aren't matching. Okay. That's done. All right. Okay. So, blue. Actually, first, go to the map, unlock. That is probably the calmest weather I've had at the start. Ooh, excuse me. You might be wondering about AnyMaker. By the way, I've been playing that kind of off stream, and I have a small problem with it. They're obviously wanting like the adventure part of the game tested a lot more than the building. Like they want the building tested because I think they've given out files and such so that people can build stuff, but I want to actually be able to build from stuff within the game. And that's how I've been playing it offline. But the thing is I have one major problem. I have yet to find a fucking engine block. I mean, seriously, like, I have yet to still find an engine block to even build a gas engine in that game. I don't even think I found, like, fuel for it either. And this is what's kind of annoying me. It's like, you give us this thing to do this stuff, but yet you don't give us the tools to do it within the game unless we download these certain files that have it already. Like, do you want us to test your game or test your building? Because if you're not going to give us the tools to actually use that stuff in the game, yeah, yeah, no, it's no. Like, they give you a little fucking side-by-side to start with, and it's not bad, but dear God, for some reason you can't put it in reverse. I need to stop complaining about AnyMaker. It's not a bad game. Like, I don't think it is at all. The problem is, it's the demo test that they want you to test, but they don't give you the tools to do the proper test. I mean, it's one thing if they don't want you to find an engine easily. It's another to make it impossible to fucking find. How are we supposed to test something within the context of the game if it never pops up within the context? Because, like, we go to create things here in the game, you know, like, I'm about to, you know, pull out blue here. And if I want to test it, and I want to test, you know, fuel values, I put in, you know, spawners with certain settings so I can test the fueling system. Or water in the ballast tanks to test out the ballast system. You can't do that in Anymaker right now. And that's the really, really annoying part. Because you have to go around and look for these parts, but they're nowhere to be found. And I'm assuming, like, they want you to find a car, so you steal the engine out of it. Which is fine, but where the fuck is a car? Where is a vehicle? You know. It's just weird shit. It's just weird shit that... Anyways, okay, enough of Anymaker. I made my bitches. I made my complaints. Let's get into Stormworks. Alright, so this is Blue. This is the one ship that I've deemed will never go in the workshop because this is my baby. My ship. Mine alone. My signature ship, as far as I'm concerned. I know not a lot have seen it because I do a lot of career play, and this ship is very expensive to spawn. It's like almost... It's at 550,000 to spawn the ship almost. And sadly, the biggest troublemakers on this thing are these little mini boats that are inside the front hull. Now, the big thing is, we got to get them from here out to there. Now, you notice there is... locking mechanisms here. Now, a part of me is actually thinking of switching these things to anchors. Because I feel it's a lot faster to just anchor them yourself. More than anything. Because most of the time, I end up getting out to actually anchor them. The problem with the anchoring is that I don't know if the character is tall enough from the boat, mini boat, to reach this, to click on it, to put onto here when it's deployed in the water. So... hold on. First, let's make one change. That is at 2.0. This is at 3. I believe 3 is correct. Speed. Now, keep in mind, these are the depreciated winches, and not the current winches out there. Which, so the advantage to using the old depreciated winches is they don't break. Like, they're all their physics are all contained within the winch, so to speak. They're not two separate units, so to speak. It's hard to explain. There is a separate body here, but like it's still all one unit. So if the winch breaks, you're not going to get a snap and a release because they're all together. It just stops functioning, basically. Actually, I haven't seen the old ones get damaged, see what they do too often, but I think they just stop functioning. They stop transmitting data and all that fun junk, so, you know, typical it get break type of stuff, so. But, yeah, so, let's spawn this. So, yeah, what I'm wanting to fix, and I'm trying to get fixed, ouchies, turn off player damage. I went down here, but I went to here, but I need to actually go down here. So here's the little boat bay. So, first we unlock the doors. I hit the wrong button. I hit R. Okay, it's a faster way there. Okay, we gotta unlock the doors, so now get those locked, and then we gotta connect them to the connectors. There we go. And then we open the doors. Of course. There we go. So the door's open. And it dangles the little boats up. Now, there's two ways we can get the boats into the water. One, we can lower them here. Son of a... Now I think I see why a bunch of people pick B instead of R. Second. There we go. Don't worry, the ship has a pretty solid system for managing its balance. It may wobble, but it will right itself. Okay, so we got two ways to lower this stuff. We can either use these winch buttons. Put them in the water now that it's going down evenly. Alright. And once they're in the water, we can get them. As you can see, they're not super stable, but they are workable. So, and then I can hit this button to disconnect it. There you go. Now it's open. It has radio functions, but, and then, you know, we can drive around with the little boat. As needed. Actually, surprised this thing's getting even this much speed. I don't know why, I swear to God, this boat always seems to find itself attracted to objects. Like, it will intentionally just drive into something. Anyways. But the, you know, the process is then you come back here. That's the wrong connector. Now, the boat has controls. Oh, that's the wrong one. But it gets a little wonky when you actually start trying to hook them back up. And I gotta fix the controls of the mini boats. I would like to improve their buoyancy. Hopefully those little buoyancy pieces let's see, we're gonna grab here. Grab that. Bring them together. There we go. But it should not be this difficult normally. And then the little boats can do that part on their own. Reseal the doors. And they lock themselves in. So, you know, that's the overall process that we're trying to replicate here. And fix up and smooth out. So the first thing is we need to grab the little mini boats. Let me save this first. Now, if you're wondering about the new update, if I'm going to cover it with the hydrogen and all that, I probably will look at it a little later, but what's the point? I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing they added, but at the same time, I have opinions. I'll just say that much. I have opinions on the subject. They need to address before I can really say, yeah, they did something cool. When it's like, this should have been already taken care of with, okay, and then with that, clear. Okay, so that's now the red body. That gets deleted, that gets deleted, that's... Okay. We have a boat. A little mini boat. Now, they did add new float pieces. Hey, Bison. Oh, God, they might be... Oh, that's... Fuck, that's large. I mean, the body is... like 4 tall, but it's... Ugh. These pieces might be too big. Alright, hold on. Let me see if I can squeeze it in right here. The problem is, it adds too much width. I can't have these things any wider. God, that sucks. Okay, I guess I'm not fixing the buoyancy. Which is fine. That'll be fine. Actually, now I can't move them because they're... Wait, that's not being used? That's not being used. Where's this going? That's going to transmit mode. Okay. It's going to that, so that's fine. How did... I did this for a reason, so I'm not going to fuck with it right now. That's a fire extinguisher. Yeah, I maximized the volume of this interior. Like, I don't think I could squeeze any more buoyancy in it. God damn, I wish they made smaller buoyancy pieces. If they had a 3x3 buoyancy piece, this would not be an issue. A 3x3x3, I could squeeze one in, and it would probably help the buoyancy, like, immensely. Okay, now about the thought of... The problem is the back end actually has quite a bit of buoyancy. The front end is a little light on it. It'd probably be better to go ahead and widen up that front end a bit. But I like the shape of it as is. And the only other option then is to actually just make it... Alright, I'm just taking that to 100%. And then we're gonna grab a function block. And probably keeping put that there, and then we're going to actually take WMS, put it in here, take this. This will go to the motor. I'll say X times 0.6. Paste that in. Merge. Alright, you little shit. Wait, the bottom of the build area is actually on the water level? Interesting. Okay, this is way more responsive. That's already an improvement. By the way, how much does this cost to spawn? It's still like 5,000 to spawn. God damn, this little mini boat's expensive. Okay, get rid of that. Okay, so that's fixed. That way it doesn't look as obvious. And I mean, technically we have recovery points. Yeah, it's just transmitting the seat data. Okay, so okay, that's the battery charge. Gotcha. I'm going to say this is definitely not the engine, so this is right. Crane door. Change these to push. Left. Crane door. It's on the right side. No, I've got these backwards. Up. Control V, winch up. Down. Up, up, down. So, I know it was... Was it 3 and 5 or 4 and 6 I was using? I'm pretty sure it was 4 and 6 I was using. So this should be right. Okay, that's fixed. I have an interesting thought on the connection, but I don't think I'm going to do it. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. I am, however, going to take off those connectors, the little angles they have. Now, A and D is... a little strong, so we're going to bring this back down 15%. I think right now that's about all I can do to it, so... I'm about to say, wait, I didn't by chance forget to unmute. I actually just sat there and thought that. I was like, wait, did I? Okay. Now, we're going to reload blue. Load the mini boat. Beep, beep, beep. Carefully loading it. Okay, time to spawn this. Oh, whoops. Okay, I need to fix that. Alright, the rest of the hard points are fine. Why are the doors not opening? Okay, what happened? So if that's for... God damn that one. Why is it always getting stuck? I didn't change anything with the radios. So why now is the radio not working? Ugh. No. Shouldn't be the symmetry curse, because I haven't built anything symmetry-wise. I didn't even have symmetry on. See, I deleted those, but they're not connected to anything. That's connected to that, but that's it. That's where it stops at. Has power. Right down. Right door. Left door. See, that works perfectly, so why... What the? Right door. No, that's left door. This is right door. Okay, they're backwards because that was the left side. Okay, yeah, right. Okay, so they're backwards. But they do work. So, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, there's the connector button. Because, I mean... Because I didn't change anything else really physically to the ship or to the boat except to put in that microcontroller. And this isn't connected to anything of importance, at least. cut this one more time. Load. Oh. Like, why is it not pasting? Oh, wait. I bet I know what it is. Yeah, I think I know what it is. Hold on. Let me see if I can get that. I should still be able to load that. Is this the version? Yeah, this is the version. Because that might be the issue. I think it's just the fact that there's two things on the same channel or same frequency. Even though I don't think it should be an issue. Well, I can test from here. I don't have to actually... Well, I gotta unseal the doors. Never mind. It's the only thing I can't do from the boat. Yep, that was it. Okay. And then... Okay, no. Okay, so those were working. Okay, so let's see. And then... Oh, that's... Keep forgetting, these are... Okay. Okay, so that is working. Let me reattach and double check, because I might... Because I think if this is what I think it is on the issue, because it's reading 2 composite signals and this one is showing as off. Mm. It's like I gotta unlock the doors first. Okie dokie. Yeah, it's receiving... So they're transmitting at the same time, and it's receiving the other one first. Because it was placed later, I'm assuming. So it's timestamps later down on the freaking pad. Oh, did not expect that. So... So it's like, how do I prevent that? Because say if they're both in operation for whatever reason, I know I'm normally using it, and I'm normally by myself. So normally there'd only be one boat being used. But I want two. So how do I end up fixing this radio issue? I mean, I know the main issue is... I mean, I could put it on a Switch. I mean, to be honest, I could put it on a Switch. I probably should put it on a Switch. Yeah, the more and more I think about it, I'm thinking Switch. But what type of Switch is the real question? Because I can use a compact, an instrument panel, so that I can use the so I can use what little space there is. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do that. We're gonna add a... Okay. Yeah. We'll add a microcontroller switch right here. Okay. Okay. So... let me grab the mini boat. We're looking at controlling on-off with switches, so at least a dual output. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Hold on, I'm sitting here thinking for a second. Because I really need to grab, like, the depreciated radios for this. Because I don't think this has the depreciated radios. Frequency, transmit mode. Because the old radios could do two-way communication, whereas the new radios only do one-way. Trying to think what I have has the old two-way radios. No, that's still too early. Still too early. Yeah. The relays that you could name. Which, by the way, if you didn't know, you can actually you can XML edit a name onto the electrical relays. Because you used to be able to actually name the relays. For some reason, they took that ability away from them. Don't know why, but they did. Yep. They did. I think this has the two-way radios on it. No, that's one way. Oh. And there's this boat. Is this the one that had the radar system in? Yeah. Yeah, Bison. I think this was the boat I was trying to. I was talking about earlier. I was trying to find earlier, I should say. Doesn't matter. Let me spawn this real quick. Where's the ladder on this thing? Oh, there it is. Yeah, Bison, this was the... You could put... 500... Or no, okay. So 5,500... No. 5,500... But... Where's the... Zoom out the thing. It's not just like map zoom, you can actually like completely take it off. And it could move on its own. It's like, I fucking... You got this to work, and then Z hit... Should center on the boat. Yeah, the zoom is a little sensitive. Maybe change it like 2,500. And it's supposed to be detecting stuff. But I was having trouble with it discerning between stuff, so I'm like, okay. So I have that much. It's just getting the rest way to fit in. So, yeah, this was the boat. That was the radar I was trying to show. Like, I've got all that. It's just actually getting to show the stuff on it. No. More like... characters versus... Yep. Hey, Amy, how you doing? Yeah, that was I had to relearn. Or actually, I don't even know if at that time I would call it relearning. I had to definitely learn some trig with that. So I could do not. Yeah, it's that. Here we go. This is the script. Yeah. So I could do all of this. Yeah. Well, kind of. Been lurking, just admiring the sick radar. Yeah, I actually, like I said, I programmed the basic part I got from somebody's tutorial, and then, but like all the features in there are mine. I should say. Yeah, it went from hold on, let me see if I can find it. Where's that? Where's that? Yeah, like it went from this, wherever that damn thing went. There it is. There it is. There it is. It went from this to this thing to what I just showed. Yeah. And this is actually more advanced than that one was. Okay, I gotta get back to my whatever. Oh crap! It has the big boat. I don't think I made any real changes to that, so let me just reload my mini boat. Okay, I need... What I want to do... I'm going to get rid of this. We're going to grab a blank microcontroller. I'm going to put that right there for now. Edit it. Go to here. I know I'm going to need composite. And 2 outputs. Yes. And this one will become our composite. We'll stack that like that. Properties 2 by 1. Logic. These are going to be outputs. Connectors. Radio. RC active, yeah, there we go. Yes. So we come over here and find the logic. Right there. I'm gonna need 2 of these. channel. RC channel, which right now I think I just need 1 and 2. 1 and 2 should be fine. 1, 2. Read those. Variable from node. Variable from node. Put this to there, there. That one to there, there. Connector to there, to there. Yeah, that should be good enough. Mini boat. Okay, then this. All right, the connectors. Should be that one and that one. This will go to that one. Now I need an instrument panel. That there. Now I need a flip switch. Channel 1. Oh, no. Flip switch. This will be channel 2. This will be RC active. Indicator. Indicator, channel 2, composite, into itself, and to the microcontroller, and spawn. It does not have power, so... But that's a problem. It should still read true or not. Yeah, that's released. Okay. And needs power. We have the power. Okay, so they're lighting up. That's the main thing. Alright, now I gotta hide this microcontroller. Okay, that's not gonna be difficult. Now this thing, however, I need to rotate it. Paste that, merge. See if that's more ergonomic. Okay, it's more observable, which is the big thing. Oh, wait. Technically, I have that there. I mean, I just can't. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I think it's fine. It's not like I can really sink the seat down any farther. Yeah, no. That interior is maxed out. Oh, hold on. Can I delete? Technically, yes. I can delete these. Alright, hold on. Boop. Well, nope, nope, too far back. Going forward and then over. paste that there. And merge. And merge. And merge. Technically, that should add more buoyancy to the front. I mean, the thing's not even 425.999969 mass. Oh shit. Okay, I should fix that. Okay, now to load up this is a big boat. We grab the mini boat. Control V. Flip it around. Control V. Give it a spawn. God dang it, wrong button. I'm hitting E to open the door, but my finger will tap the R button, which returns it right right to the freaking workbench. So many doors. So many doors. Okay, let's get the doors. Now we will get in here. And we will turn on the RC. Hot diggity dog! Worked. That's the left winch. Right winches. Left winches. winches. Here we got again. La da da. That, yeah. At least that forces it closed. Whiz! Okay, I believe the mini boats have been at least taken care of. Need to do a little bit of cleaning, so to speak. Clean up. I'm going to take those little wedges off of the... off of here. They don't seem necessary anymore. So we'll clean that up. Alright, let's save. Under this version still. Okay, what was another issue if Oh! These are probably the old antennas right here. Transmit node. No? Wait, did they actually get rid of all the old radios? I think they got rid of the old radios completely, because I know these antennas have been on here for a while. I've never switched them around. I've still got the depreciated winches, so I thought I'd still have the depreciated radios on here. I guess they got rid of the depreciated radios. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I think they did. Interesting. Because I've never touched those antennas since I, like, installed them on there, because they were decorative mostly. Oh, yeah. So the question of the day is, should I convert this winch over to the new style winches? Because this is still... Because this is still the previous style winch. Or, the depreciated winch, which means it's unbreakable, and it also doesn't have as many options, which the unbreakable part is pretty fucking awesome to be frank. Also, right now I have yeah, like I don't know if you ever saw the older depreciated
It's fine.
one.
It's fine. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. It bothers me. It bothers me a lot.
Pretty much. If you ever saw the old depreciated ones. Because if I put this here... Actually, I could completely rebuild this crane. I should, actually. Because we've got the control handle now. And so that would make this way easier to fucking operate than all these damn buttons. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. This was like one of my first times learning how to use composites, was making this control panel to operate this crane, and now I'm sitting like, this is not the way. This is not the way anymore. So, should be able to just put it on here right now. Like that. Alright, let me follow the composite for this. So that's to there. Oh my god. What did I do to this? Before you sit there and go, how the fuck did I make this? Remember, this was way earlier in Stormworks, okay? This is like pre 1.0. And like I said, I was cutting my teeth on this. Holy Jesus. Did something get deleted that I'm not aware of? Oh, you know what? I think it's time to just do a complete rebuild from the bottom up for the controls of this crane. Mm. Okay. So you understand how it worked. And like I said, some things were not known to me at the time. I was still learning when I built the control scheme for this. But the idea was basically, when I originally got the ship that I was bringing it, they were using buttons to control these throttle levers, which then came up to here and controlled the different joints. Alright? The different joints and the pistons. So I was trying to get that to work again, but able to go through the microcontrol, the microcontroller for the composites up there, because yeah. Yeah, no, we're just rebuilding this. Because you can do so much easier now. Because I think the hard part of redoing this is going to be redoing these. Okay, no, these are just on regular pistons. So this will be just fine. So that is the pushing up force. Pushing out force. So, okay, so I want W and S. Trying to think how I want to do this. It's rumbly outside. That'll be the crane up and down, the main up and down. So W and S will be up and down. That's going to replace there to there. Which that will be sticky. And I will leave it at 10% for now. A and D needs to rotate the base. So A and D will reduce the base. So again, sticky. Let's see, up and down we'll do Now, left and right will do the extension. Wait, do I want to do that? You know what? For now, up and down will do the extension. Oh, okay, I see what that is. Now that's on a velocity, so that actually wants to be a reset. Yeah, so that'll be a reset. However, I think I want that to just go to 100. Okay, that's not good. I mean, the system basically works, which is the main thing. What? Did I forget a chord? How did I get the... Let's see, and then this swings over. Alright. Somehow I got those backwards. A and D supposed to be the bass. Up and down is supposed to be those three. Oh yeah, I don't have the buttons for raising and lowering yet. You know what? I really don't need that second joint anymore. I think I'm going to get rid of that second joint. I think 90 degrees is just fine. Now somehow it's inverted. But whatever. But it's a hell of a lot more stable, though. Yep, okay. Now we need to redo the... Now, I do need... Okay, I think we're just going to burn this bridge. What are you for? What were you for? You are what I need. Oh, that's like the radio. Oh yeah, because I had it to where it was actually like radio controlled as well. Okay, okay, do not care about that right now. I can fix that later. But what I am going to do in the meantime... we are going to grab this, another fresh blank microcontroller. I'm going to need... No, I don't even... Do I want to go with the switch box for this? Because that's all I really need. Yeah, because that's all I really need is just a composite. We can go to here, to here. Which one is which? Which one is which? Put that there. The seat here. We're going to do channel 32. Then we're going to take the data and go to here. And we're going to actually change... Okay, that's on, so we need to change this. We need to get a composite read number. Yep, right there. Make that to there. Make this one to here. That reads channel 32. So if we're sitting on it, it's on. And if it's on, I want it... Oh, no, wait. I got these backwards. I still need the read number. Let's run it on. So that says off. So this one we get rid of. No, hold on. No. Bring that back. Bring this here. I'll do variable from node. That goes to there. Then this goes to here. This goes to here. Yes. Yep. So now I just need to figure out the channel that... Because it should be W and S. Which is on what? Two, so it's channel 2. Channel 2. And then we're going to put -0.3 as a start. Oh. -5? -0.5? It's not changing. Why? I did remember to hook them up, right? Yeah. So the off value should be transmitting, yeah, off. -5. Actually, what if it's -1? Wait a minute, maybe negative. Let me just try it straight up -1. That should bring it all the way down, irregardless. It did. Okay. So -0.8. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. That looks like right. I'll take that one. Okay, now I need the winch operation and the maggle. Now, thankfully, because it's a depreciated winch, I can actually just go... I just had a flicker in my apartment, and I'm hearing like thundering and crashing in the background. So if yeah, be prepared. My stream may just go bleep. Okay, let's see if we have... Let's see, winch down, so... Oh, yeah, here's the occupied state. Oh, wait, I already have that with the composite. Alright, so I need... hotkey 1 will be up. Hotkey 2 will be down. Hotkey 3. I want the space trigger to be the Magalls. Even though I know nobody fucking uses them anymore, I'm going to actually leave that small connector on there. I remember when small connectors used to be like the standard until they like put the electric connectors on the ISOs. When they first introduced containers, and then electrical connectors became pretty much the standard connection method for everybody. Oh. It does have power. Yeah, because of the way these work, these older winches work, you don't have to actually power them from the winch. They can get power from the batteries. Alright, let's go test out. I don't know what that button's for. Yeah, see, it automatically goes straight up. Yeah. Once I got on it. Okay, Magalls are on. Down. Small connector. Oh, I forgot. Those are inverted. Oh yeah, because the it's not really inverted because it's upside down. That's right. The thing's upside down. I think. No. I'll take care of it. I'll fix it next. Okay, so the crane is working appropriately. Let me fix that swivel. I know what the problem is. It's an easy fix. Okay, that should fix that. Yeah, there we go. That's fixed. Wait, do the old winches, they don't have the physics issues. The current ones do as well. I mean, you're not going to be like... Wait, hold on, wait. I mean, yes, you're not going to be really like... You may grab a hold of it. But you're not like... Oh. Okay, that might be a small issue. Yeah, you're not getting pulled back by the physics of the rope on there. It doesn't feel like, at least. Which, by the way... The ballast system should be working. Yep. Be doing its thing. Up. Okay, so yeah, I'm happy about the oh wait, that's gonna cause issues. Yeah, that's gonna cause issues. Holy shit, I just thought about that. Okay. So I currently have set up, whenever I'm standing on the thing, it'll currently, like, set itself to a certain value, right? When I'm not on it. The problem is, I just thinking, if I go to let go to manage the whatever's on the winch, it's gonna go right down onto the freaking deck. So I need something that only works for like one time. With each spawn. So for that, we're gonna come back here into the microcontroller. And we're going to get a SR latch. That's going to go to there. That's going to go to there. I think this is how I want it to go. Because the only way to reset that latch is to respawn it. Because once it's spawned, once you get on the first time, you're going to set it where you want it. Which is what I want. So it only sets it right at the spawn instead of... So we'll update that and test to make sure. I'm going to grab button, yeah, toggle button, light, SR, latch. Because this is essentially what I just did. Yeah, because no matter how many times I get it off, it's going to say, hey, I'm on. So yeah, that should be fine. Because I get in here, it goes back to its thing. I get off. It stays. Yeah. Also, they got those new pivots now. We got the new, the pivots, the RPS pivots. Yes, the RPS pivots. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Not here. I have an idea for those later. Involving mining. But for now, I'm still working on this. Yeah, so this now... Yeah, I'll just leave it like this. I was thinking of trying to find a way to, like, incorporate certain other things, but no. We'll just leave it as is. Yeah, we'll just leave it as is. So the crane's functional now. A lot more functional. Later I'll come back and re-add the remote capability. Trying to think, but oh yeah, these weren't working. Tried to use them, they didn't want to work. No, they have power. Wait, it said compact display microcontroller. Yeah, what the hell? Oh! I put it up there? So it's not on the seat. Okay. This is why we label. It is labeled. I just didn't remember where I labeled it at. See? Anchor up. Anchor down. Depth. And mags. The problem is I also had anchor up, anchor down, and the mag, but they weren't working. That was the problem. I couldn't find where I put them. Horn. Okay, so I know where they're at now. So that's fixed-ish. Yeah, that's what I was going to do. But at the same time, I don't know... Nope, that seat is not going anywhere. So we can remove that text. Wait, no, hold on, before I do. Because that's not the only place. Key 1 is not connected to anything, not connected to anything. No. Okay, what is 4 connected to? Oh, 4 is the flares. 5 is nothing. 6 is reverse, I believe. Oh no, the differential turning. That's what it's for. Okay. Yep. So Control A, delete. No, Control A, delete. Control A, delete. Control A, delete. And that's already blank. Okay. I'll say, so the anchor is taken care of. I want to now take a look at the ballast system. The ballast system itself works. The problem is the monitoring system. The monitoring part of the system. And the calculations. I need to get that a little bit better balanced out. Wait, are those the ballast or are those the... Which one are the ballast pumps? Because the green one should be fuel transfer. These should be ballast pumps. Yeah, those should be ballast pumps. Okay. That's not ballast. That doesn't give a shit about ballast. I am looking for the pump control. Pump in, pump out. Left, right. Fluid balance. Okay. Okay, so I got the margin. I know there's a tilt sensor. Yeah, that's not being used. So we get rid of, move that out of the way. Okay, there's the tilt. So that's manual bridge control. When you have to reverse engineer your own damn shit. Tank capacity. No. Wait. Why did I get rid of the disconnect the tilt? Because they're supposed to fill based on the tilt. Unless I'm doing that elsewhere. Because that's the tilt input. Counter, yeah. Capacity. By ballast filia percentage. Like, how am I controlling the ballast? Because I know it works. Pretty sure it does, at least. If not, then I gotta figure out. It's gonna be a case of I don't know why my system works. It's not working the way I thought it was supposed to be working, but it's working without me knowing. Okay, so I gotta cause a tilt first. Which that's easy enough to do overall. Right over. Connect. And crane out. Okay. Doesn't look like it's hooked in. Okay, I'm on. Finally. Okay, causing the tilt. So the left tank is filling. Right tank is also filling, but not as much. Okay, left tank is emptying. Now, it's not like a full-on, it's going to tilt me back up straight system. It's more like I'm going to keep you from rolling over too far type of system. These are... Okay, I think these are the interior-exterior pumps. I also need to update the system to have to take care of pressure. But considering they're only supposed to be filling to 50%, shouldn't be too big of an issue. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Pumps come up. It's from the seawater. And then they get emptied out through the exhaust nozzles. Okay. So that's the pumps that maintain the fill. Or give it the initial fill and maintain it. Why are there green ones here? Oh, because those are the actual transfer... Okay, these are the transfer pipes. These should be the actual transfer ones. Okay, no, I... did give it a margin of error. Okay, so yeah. So it's doing what it's supposed to be doing there. Alright. And what's this one? Donkey winch. So that means this one is operating the ones that deal with the fill. So the question is, why are you running once it's past the fill? Because you got the capacities. Add those together, they get divided by the quantity. Or the quantity gets divided by the capacity. That gives us our percentage. And if the percentage is less than the property slider minus 0.1, it starts activating. Trying to see if there's a spawner in here. I might not have a spawner in here. It's another sensor. Okay, well, you know what? Nope, do not want diesel. Let's go... 50% seawater here. And 50% seawater here. The one thing I am worried about somewhat is fucking gas transfer. I don't think it should be an issue. With this thing. But if it gets pumping in new, well, no, because I'm not, like, I'm not really, like, fucking with the dynamics of the gas. Like, it's just getting pumped in, pumped out, pumped over. I don't think I need valves to control that. I think it should be fine as is. So I don't think I need to fuck with valves. It dips in that water initially really heavy. What the fuck? Oh, that got caught back there. It'll be fine. Go back here and grab that. That looks like it needs to be fixed for some damn reason. What the hell is going on? What are you doing, you damn boat? Is something wrong with the boats up front? No, they're fine. Like, what the fuck is going on? You got bad physics spawn? That's not good. Oh, no, there we go. Yeah, it looks like something got broke. Hold on. I gotta Gotta check the bodies on this. Yeah, that's correct. Since I'm in here, color that, color that. Water extractor? Oh, that must be from the new, yeah, I'll have to check. I need weight blocks right now, though. Okay, hopefully that should fix it. More weight mass on those joints. It's like always folds over perfectly the first time. Even though the ship can only really handle really like small craft. When everything works like it should. Kerplink. Oh. Okay, so that's what's been fixed. Just let me finish cleaning up the crane, and then we'll switch over to some career. Oof. Ooh. I'll probably need to do. Probably should do an overhaul of that ballast system though, but should be fine for now. Yeah, we're gonna clean this up. So, goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Bye, bye, bye. And goodbye.
No mercy!
So grab that and bring this down to there. Actually, no. We'll just do that. Yeah, we'll just do that. We'll do that. Now, I admit I would like to be able to use the hard points to lock the crane into place, but I'm just worried that it'll affect the rotation ability of the crane as is. Because it's not the problem of the hard point that I had on there. It's getting the other hard point to attach to it. That's the one I'm actually worried about. Because when that one tilts up, it'll actually grind into the thing. Which is what I don't want to happen. I'm only contemplating a hard point because I need something to hold it. I mean, the ropes have been working fine, so I don't think I'm going to really make a big deal about it, but mostly they have been a little off, but if the ship gets going really fast and comes to an abrupt stop, this thing will go wee wee. It'll stretch out. I should get in here and fix a small issue with these engines, but they should be fine. The tilt is fine. I thought it was a little bit off, but no, the tilting system is fine. So everything's working like it most of the stuff is working like it should. There's probably still 2 or 3 things I could work on. I just didn't know where the anchors were at, so I thought that needed to be fixed, but they're fine. But the main thing is I got the little boat done. And these days I will get into the ROV that I wanted to make to go in this hold. Get it secured down. Yep, okay. Alright, we're gonna go to intermission. We're gonna take about a 20-minute break. And then I'll come back and we're gonna do some career play. Now that this has been updated, I need to get onto that radar. But anyways, as I said, we'd be doing career, so